So this video is how to program your Sing My Name clock with other music or other audio content. First thing we have is a standard USB cable. So it's called type A to type B, but it's the type that you would find connecting to a printer or most other devices. So very, very common. Most people have one. And so obviously we plug that end into the computer. So we plug that into our Sing My Name alarm clock, making sure that we've got batteries in it, which we have. So depending on which version of Windows you have and how it's configured, usually you'll get a pop-up window here when you plug it in, which asks you to run the software that's actually contained on the clock. So you don't need to download anything, you don't need to go on the internet. Everything's contained on the clock. So if it doesn't pop up with a window like this, then you need to browse to My Computer, or perhaps Computer, it might be called on Windows 7 and Windows 8, and you'll find that there's a device comes up there which with the clock icon, and you can just double click on that and it will run it. One important note is actually you need to have batteries in the clock, so I'll check we have, otherwise it won't work. So I'm going to click run clockdiy.exe there. Okay, so here's the software. It's a very simple piece of software. At the top here you've got the file system on your computer where you can browse for any WAV or MP3 type music file. That's the two types of file that can be loaded onto the clock. And in this case I'm just going to browse to my desktop. And on here I've got a song by a popular artist who your son or daughter might enjoy. And all I do is drag that down onto the memory of the clock. So this part down here is the clock's memory. Drag it down there and you'll see it loading. It just takes a few seconds. Set the volume. Usually about 6 or 7 is about right for the volume. Anything louder than that, unless you've got a very big room, will be quite loud. And then I will click download. So any song under about 3.5 minutes, if it's over 3.5 minutes, you can get some free editing software and perhaps cut the song down slightly, but it'll take about 3.5 minutes. So most common pop songs, I guess. Okay, pop up with synchronization finished. Okay, and at that point you can safely remove the cable, USB cable, like so. Software will disappear, and your clock will play whatever you load onto it.
But I don't treat you up with apologies. I hope I don't burn it